All right, good people. How's it going? Happy Thanksgiving weekend. Truly grateful for you all. And more important, looking forward to seeing you all this upcoming Tuesday, Giving Tuesday for Goodie Nation's Good Stories fundraiser. Again, I am Joey Womack, founder, CEO of Goodie Nation, and I'm super excited for what's going to happen on Tuesday. We have 12 straight hours of awesome content, discussions with guests. Think of it as a 12-hour podcast. So we got 12 different segments featuring over 60 people. We're going to call up about 40 people from the audience. So you hear from about 100 different folks over 12 hours on Giving Tuesday. These are people from our Intentionally Good network. So think founders, think experts, think partners like Google for startups, Microsoft, Accenture, Dow Jones, Collab Capital, and more. And so it's going to be an amazing experience. We're going to start off the day at 8 a.m., kind of setting a little bit of context before we talk about what makes Goodie Nation Goodie Nation. Well, you'll hear from a few founders talking about our mantra around I will do the impossible to dream, build, scale, and then impact. At 9 a.m. Eastern, we'll then go into the next phase of the Goodie Nation mantra, which was a really interesting discussion on how revenue over everything, and you see I'm wearing the shirt right now, causes all founders to need therapy. So we'll talk a little bit about the pursuit of money as it relates to being an entrepreneur and how that really causes an addiction to the hustle. It's an amazing discussion featuring our friends from Emory University, their science art gallery. They have an amazing exhibit coming up next year on addiction. And so we're going to talk about what it means as an entrepreneur to be addicted to the hustle. So we got a few artists who are part of the exhibit that will join the discussion because they're entrepreneurs themselves. We have a few entrepreneurs just talking about it as well. So it's going to be an amazing discussion that will roll into our 10 a.m. Eastern session with Google for Startups. So they'll talk a little bit about their program around the things they offer to founders in the Google Founders Academy, like therapy, investor help, and even more. So you hear from amazing founders there. We'll then start to roll into a few other sessions, like how we should be supporting diverse-led non-unicorns. When it comes to supporting entrepreneurs, all the talk goes into unicorns and raise all this venture capital money, blah, 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 blah. But in reality, the vast majority, like 99% of all businesses out there are not about unicorns, quite honestly. And so they never will be. More importantly, they should not go down that path, no matter who they are, what they look like. And so we want to talk about them. In many cases, they don't, the pathway for small businesses in this country or even across the world does not get talked about. How do we support tech-enabled small business? Again, those trying to get to $1 million in revenue, $5 million in revenue a year. And so if we can build out that ecosystem, if we can build out that ecosystem like the whole venture capital, venture-backed startup ecosystem, that's how we create transformative change, not only for diverse founders, but for this country. So you hear some people from Collab Capital, some investors that are doing some interesting things in terms of alternative sources of capital. You hear from people from City Ventures, from the city of Houston, from the city of Atlanta, and from Accenture supplier diversity side as well. So awesome panel. We'll then start to go into a few other things. So like, what does the future of the workforce look like? You'll hear about people that have done an amazing job throwing programming or creating programming around getting younger people into tech and what does the future of tech workforce look like. You'll then hear stories from startup founders in our program that are focused on software in the HR, future of work, DEI space. So like once we get people into tech jobs, how do we then manage them and what does the future look like for them? Later on in the afternoon, we'll roll into a few kind of vertical specific segments. So you'll hear around segments on social impact. So what's going on in the health, education, fintech or financial inclusion and sustainability space. You hear some awesome founders there. You'll then You'll then be set up for a 3 p.m. Eastern segment on the culture. So we got folks from Clubhouse, Trade Block, talking about the awesome things going on in music, sports, entertainment, media, and stuff like that. And then the final kind of part of our Giving Tuesday live podcast then goes into cities. So you hear some awesome commentary and stories from folks in Atlanta, in Texas, in New York, DC, Philly, and then California. And so you're set up for an amazing Tuesday. An amazing Tuesday. Again, it's all an effort to raise money for Goodie Nation's operations next year and to really scale our impact, right? And so here's how you can tune in. Here's how you can tune in. You can go into the main platform and you register simply on gnation.co/Goodie Nation. Or if you're viewing this right now, you'll probably pop up in your feed. So you can view it on Goodie Nation's YouTube page. You can view it on Goodie Nation's Facebook page. You can view it on Goodie Nation's LinkedIn page. And then you can also view it on my personal LinkedIn page as well if you're connected to me. So register, tune into one of our channels, have it on in the background while you're doing other work. You can pop in, you can pop out throughout the day. Just know that it's an amazing set of speakers and an awesome lineup, and some dope stuff will be talked about. For the full schedule, go to gnation.co/Giving Tuesday, or you can just go to goodienation.org right now. Click on the Giving Tuesday link at the top header, and it'll take you to the awesome lineup. So we got about 100 speakers that are coming through, representing some amazing startups, some amazing partners of Goodie Nation, some amazing experts. So join us on Tuesday, November 30th, Giving Tuesday, for an amazing session. And if the whole thing is completely free, right? The whole thing is completely free. But if you want to support Goodie Nation, you can text good stories to 707070 to drop some coin our way. We'll be super appreciative, again, as we're looking to scale our impact in 2022. So again, hopefully your weekend went well. We're thankful for you here at Goodie Nation, for your support, for tuning in. And we're looking forward to doing even more with you in 2022. So have a great weekend, y'all. Peace out.